Hey there, you're doing great today, right? As you already know, my name is Jack. Today I want to share with you something. There's something special about mornings, the quiet before everything gets busy. For me, this is when I carve out 15 minutes for myself. No emails, no meetings, just me, my workout, and a little bit of time to focus on myself before the world starts calling. And I've learned a thing or two about how to make those 15 minutes really count. When I first started out, I was just like everyone else, busy, juggling work, life, commitments. And I told myself I just didn't have time for fitness. But one day, I realized that if I didn't make time for it, I'd keep losing my energy, my health, maybe even my happiness. And so, I made a simple decision. I would give myself 15 minutes every morning. That's it. 15 minutes to start the day right. So, here's what I do every single morning. It's simple, but it gets the job done. And I promise you, it's the kind of workout you can do even if you're busy or new to fitness. First thing I do is squats. Every time I get started, I'm reminded of how much of fitness is about foundation, not just with your body, but with your life. Squats build that foundation. When you squat, you work your legs, your glutes, and your core. But it's also about balance and focus. I'm not rushing through this. I've learned that it's not about how many reps you can do, it's about how you do them. I take my time, making sure I'm getting deep, pushing my hips back, and engaging my core. I usually do 12 to 15 reps, but if I'm feeling strong, I'll aim for a little more. Each squat is like a little reminder that I'm building myself up, one rep at a time. Next, push-ups. Now, when I first started doing these, I was terrible. My arms would shake after 5 reps, but over time, I've learned that it's not about pushing yourself too hard right away. It's about sticking with it, building strength gradually, just like life, right? Whether you're doing a full push-up or dropping to your knees, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing it. I've learned that consistency beats perfection every time. So, I do 10 to 12 push-ups. I focus on my form, keeping my core tight, my elbows tucked, and my breathing steady. And with each push-up, I remind myself, this is just one more step toward becoming stronger, physically and mentally. Lunges are next. And let me tell you, lunges are the unsung heroes of fitness. They seem simple, but they work so much more than just your legs. They challenge your balance, your stability, and your coordination. I step forward with one leg, lower down, then push back up. I switch legs and repeat. It's a small move, but it makes a big impact. I usually aim for 8 to 10 reps per leg, but I try not to rush. The key with lunges is control. Focus on your form and don't let your knee collapse inward. It's kind of like life, isn't it? One step at a time, carefully, with purpose. And before you know it, you're stronger than you thought. Now, here's where it gets challenging. The plank. When I first started, holding this position for 30 seconds felt like an eternity. But now, I can hold it for a full minute. The trick is, you've got to engage your core, squeeze your glutes, and above all, breathe. When I'm holding this plank, I'm not just working my body, I'm working my mind too. There's something meditative about it. In that moment, nothing else matters. It's just me, my body, and my breath. And for 1 minute, I'm completely in control. Next, I grab my dumbbells for some rows. This move works my back, arms, and shoulders. But I've learned something about these. They remind me that sometimes it's about pulling yourself up. Life can be tough, and we all hit moments where we feel stuck. But like this exercise, we can always find the strength to pull ourselves through. I aim for 10 to 12 reps per arm, and each time I pull the dumbbell towards my rib cage, I focus on squeezing my shoulder blades together. It's not just about lifting weight. It's about lifting your own spirits too. Glute bridges are up next. I love these because they target your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. Plus, they're a great way to remind myself to stay connected to my body. We spend so much time sitting down in life, don't we? This is my way of telling my body to stand up and push forward. I do 12 to 15 reps, and with every lift, I think about what I'm doing for myself. It's all about control and engagement. And let me tell you, when I get to those last few reps, I feel alive, like I'm starting my day with power. Shoulder presses are next. This is all about building strength in your upper body. But, like everything in life, it's about balance. You can't just push forward without paying attention to the details, like your posture, your breathing, your form. With shoulder presses, you push up, but you also need to lower with control. I usually do about 10 to 12 reps, and as I press those dumbbells overhead, I remind myself that sometimes you have to push through the tough moments to get to the good stuff. And finally, we finish with bicycle crunches. These hit the core, and they're a great way to wrap up the workout. But they're also a reminder that fitness and life isn't just about strength. It's about balance, coordination, and working every part of yourself. I aim for 20 to 30 reps, and with every twist, I remind myself that fitness isn't just about the body. It's about the mind too. Each rep is a little commitment to myself, to keep going, to keep improving. 15 minutes. That's all it takes to start the day feeling stronger, more focused, and ready to take on whatever comes next. The truth is, we all have 15 minutes to spare. The question is, will you use it to take care of yourself, to build your strength, to show up for yourself? Thank you for giving me your time today. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. So, take that 15 minutes tomorrow and make it count. You've got this. Thank you for subscribing, and you can share with your friends. See you in the next one.